We're live on Talking with Natasha with Matt Friend.
So excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Hey, I saw you a year ago on 6 o'clock news. I think you just done or about to do the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and ever since then, I see you touring nationwide. Like, you really blew up.
It's been a pretty wild year and past couple of years, but particularly since that moment last year, had the opportunity to perform. It was me and Colin Jost. So Colin was the headliner, and then I got up in the middle of the room and did 3 minutes of topical political stuff and impressions, and it was so crazy.
So like,
it was insane.
To an audience of politicians and reporters, was
throughout the like on both sides of the aisle. I mean, it was everybody ranging from Lara Trump to like Antony Blinken. So the crowd is impossible because nobody wants to be caught on camera laughing at a joke that might get them in trouble. But I did Obama, Trump, Bernie, and Mitch McConnell impressions. And the McConnell saved me because it cut away to Scarlett Johansson, and everybody had to start laughing when I just went, "It's great to be here at this dinner, and it's really thrilling," and just stop functioning completely. So when I do that, no, you have to laugh.
Because
I actually,
like
Biden was 30 feet away from me, and I said, "I'm going to kill this dinner harder than Kristi Noem killed the puppies, okay?" And then people are like, "Oh my God, that's too much." And I'm thinking, this is the time. This is what's crazy about society now. I'm just repeating the news. I'm like just repeating exactly what Trump is saying. And people say, "Are you making fun of the president?" I'm like, I'm just repeating exactly what he just did. Sorry that Trump is the one posting AI-generated photos of himself as the Pope. What am I supposed to do? Not take that and run with it as a comedian? It's like.
What did you think about J.D. Vance meeting Pope Francis?
Well, the Pope's alive, which is shocking. But that was interesting. I mean, the body language signaled that the Pope does not like him.
Really?
That's what the body language signaled to me. He kind of shooed him away. But JD, I don't know. He was a little lighter on the eyeliner this time. But he's good. He's looking good out there. It was crazy. He got a Bears jersey, which I liked because I'm from Chicago. I'm from Chicago.
Are you going to the Knicks game tonight?
I'm not going to the Knicks game. I'm a Bulls fan. I have shows tonight, but I wish them luck. I do.
Timothy Chalamet is probably going to be front row.
Timothy's going to be there. He's hoping it's a banger of a game. Then he's going to go bang Kylie after. It's going to be incredible. Whoa! He is winning life, isn't he? It is unbelievable.
He's doing great.
You know, some say that you're the Kylie of local Fox. Actually,
really?
Yeah. Give it up for the host, everybody.
Ooh.
Clap it up.
Thanks, guys.
But Timothy, he is on a winning streak, except for Oscars. But he does win. He is killing.
Did you watch his movie, A Complete
Of course I did. Yeah, he was great.
We've got people who are also commenting on our YouTube. Someone asks, Carlo Gamino.
Yes.
What's your favorite impression?
Thank you, Carlo Gamino of the crime family. Carlo Gamino, organized crime. Carlo, that's a great question. My favorite impression, I like to do obscure business leaders that you wouldn't think I could do an impression of. Like I do Tim Cook during an Apple keynote.
Yes.
So he's like, "Good morning, Cupertino. It's thrilling to be here today. We have a brand new product." I don't know. He's just like, I was doing Bill Gates. Sounds like Kermit the Frog. So he's like, "Well, it's great to be here on Fox promoting different projects and really wondering why are there so many people without vaccines?" You know, like I was doing Warren Buffett. He just retired. So I just tap dance to work every day, and that's what he sounds like. That's, I'm sure, the killer impression for people below the age of 30. They love to hear that. Yeah, Natasha's like, "I'm turning 31 next week." Yeah, she please do your Warren Buffett. Yeah.
How do you get your mind into doing an impression? Like,
I imagine myself naked. No, I don't know. I've just been doing it since I was a kid. And since I was like 4 years old, I did Austin Powers, and that's what got me obsessed with comedy. And I just would mimic my grandfather and teachers and people around me, and then it just kind of has become a part of my personality.
Austin Powers?
Yeah, Dr. Evil, all those guys,
Yeah, and then at what point... Because you started make these TikTok videos.
Yeah.
Where you run into the celebrities on the street, and then you do the impression to them. Because I remember watching you on Howard Stern.
Right. That's a fun one. Right. Let me ask you this. So, Natasha, right, here's what I want to know. Right. You got your own show. You're a good-looking woman. Right. You're in New York. A man lining up for you. Tell me, Robin, you see how she looks? Are men lining up to be on your show? Are they asking you out on dates?
Right.
She's not answering the question. Right. Now, that was a Howard. I flipped the interview on you. But, Howard, and then in my hour of stand-up, I talk about these interactions.
Okay,
so I met Andy Cohen, John Oliver, Sebastian Maniscalco, Will Arnett, all these, and I'm in all these different, like, areas and worlds. So there's these crazy celebrity encounters that I have, and those are woven into my stand-up.
What's the craziest celebrity encounter, just random on the street of New York?
On the street of New York, I think the Andy Cohen one was really funny.
Really?
Where I met him downtown Manhattan on the sidewalk, which is how 90% of gay hookup stories begin. And then Andy looked at me and goes, "You're the guy who does me, right?" And I thought that's definitely not the first time Andy Cohen has said that to a guy on the sidewalk. Let's make a little video. You're cute. Yeah. So that was fun. And then the craziest one, I think, was meeting Obama.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fox. But meeting Obama was crazy. I was in a room with him. I had the opportunity to meet him last year. And then it was surreal.
What was that moment like?
It was insane.
Yeah.
His team reached. It almost felt like it was a prank. Like it couldn't be real. And then I meet him. He's like standing in this room. There's a few other people. Felt like I was hallucinating.
Yeah.
And I just acted out his greatest hits next to him. I was totally prepared. So I look at him. He's standing next to me, and I go, "Hey, everybody. This is Barack Obama, and I am here with..." And he smiles and goes, "Actually, I'm Barack Obama." And then I proceeded, and I sang Amazing Grace. Next, I was like, "Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound." Like, he couldn't stop laughing.
You gotta come out with an album.
I would like to. And then not come out like a Lindsey Graham. You mean like with an album?
With an album, yeah.
We're still waiting for that, right, Lindsey? You going to make it happen, folks? That was my Trump Tourette's, by the way. It comes out of nowhere. I'll come back to that in a moment. But and then with Obama, I debated him as Trump.
Yeah.
And I said, Barack, I have a much better golf game than you, actually. And he said, "Well, Donald, how about those crowd sizes, okay? I still got a bigger crowd size." So that was fun. But
you should have debated Biden as Trump.
I know. That would, that's a sad subject there.
Ugh.
I know.
Yeah. So you're doing stand-up now. So you've been doing this for a couple of years.
Yeah.
How much of that are you doing the impression?
So it's an hour show. Tickets at madfriend.com.
Yes.
And
you're here tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing a show tonight in New York at the Stand Comedy Club. Tickets on my website. And Feet Pics is a separate tab. And I'll talk dirty to you for an extra fee. And
as Donald Trump.
Can
you imagine?
Well, that's in my stand-up hour, actually. But gonna build a wall around this ass, honestly. So it's probably 40% impressions, and that's kind of woven in through these stories of meeting these different people and experiences I've had, and then other material is just like dating in my 20s, being single in New York, and just going through life and observational political.
Wait, how is that going? Do girls recognize you on the street? Do they make you do impressions during a date?
I mean, do guys recognize you from the local news?
I mean, sometimes.
Or girls don't want to infer anything.
I have a lot of girls recognize
I'm sure they do.
I have a lot of girls who are fans too, which is really nice.
That is nice.
But I'm talking to you about you and your dating life. So don't Howard Stern me. Oh my God.
I just did, didn't I?
Jeez, you're so good at this.
Thank you. Yeah.
So.
Let's talk about those guys that recognize you.
Is that so annoying when people ask you to do impressions?
No, I love it. I love it. It's a good time. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is dating in New York?
It's fun. We're having a good time out there.
Okay.
Me and Eric Adams,
Out at the private clubs?
Yep, me, Andrew Cuomo, and Eric Adams, absolutely. Yeah, no. It's fun. It's New York's a crazy place.
Yeah.
It is a crazy place.
It's pretty.
We were just talking about that article, the West Village girlies thing.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, I want to hear your take on this.
I feel like every West Village girl is like a marketing, PR, something, like, moonlights as an influencer.
I can't walk down this. I'm like, this is my Sebastian Maniscalco. Like, I can't walk down the sidewalk without a girl shoving her ring light in my face asking me to do a fucking interview. I don't want to do that shit. I'm going for my walk. I don't want to tell you what makes me confident. I don't know. Like, that's, thank you. That was a little applause.
Woo! That was so good.
But it happens a lot. When you walk down in New York, everybody shoves their ring light in your face.
Really?
Did you see that Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where like Larry David like snaps in half? Somebody is holding out a selfie stick and Larry just grabs it and snaps it in half.
Is that what you feel like doing?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying. I mean, I was just in Hell's Kitchen over the weekend and saw this girl just like in the middle of the sidewalk, sitting down. It was like a food truck.
Yeah.
And just doing content.
You're right.
I was like, who?
Well, what did she look like?
Who's?
On a scale from 1 to Rosie O'Donnell, was she a model or what did she look like? Because if she was pretty, that's a different conversation, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
It's true.
Right.
That's the Trump Tourette's, because you can say anything you want in Trump's voice and not get canceled.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I was on a plane last week, very upset with my seat.
Because I was sitting next to a pig of a woman, honestly. She looked like Chris Christie and Rosie had a baby. It was a disaster, honestly. It was terrible.
But I didn't say it. Trump said it, so it is completely okay.
Are people like, they're just like, when you do that, random people, they're so like, what's going on right now? Because I'll close my eyes and listen to you, and I'm like, is that Trump or Matt Friend? And I'm like, that sounds like Trump.
Yeah, it depends where, like, I can do Tucker. We are here with local Fox. So I joke on stage, I say, I've never gotten a prostate exam before, but when I get my first prostate exam, I'm going to make the same noise that Tucker makes when he laughs. Because it sounds like someone is inserting this Jenga box directly up Tucker's Carlson. Because he'll just be like, good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson. Tonight's subject is Joe Biden, a lizard. And that laugh is striking. He'll be like, should Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky be sentenced to war crimes? So I don't know where that comes from. But either way, somewhere Mike Pence and Lindsey Graham are licking their nipples thinking, we'll have what he's having. Anyways, your producer is having a heart attack in the corner. And
no, he's laughing. He's having a ball.
He's having a ball.
He's having a
Just
ball.
one ball? Like Lance Armstrong? No, that's two. That's not right.
They should have had you at this year's White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Well, I was sitting there. I think it was a huge mistake not to have a comedian there. I really resent that decision. I hated it. It was very nice. It was cool, and journalism, it's important, to be celebrated. I totally agree. But this notion that this year is so much more serious than other years, and that I thought it was weak. I thought it was backing down to like a fear of the current administration. And I think the second we stop being able to laugh at ourselves, we're in a real danger as a country. This is America. We got to laugh.
And
this is a joke.
Don't you feel like laughter unites people too?
I do.
I mean,
I do.
You're going on MSNBC. You go on Fox News.
I do.
I mean, like you're.
I think it's like Bill Maher talks about this. Like we're all stuck in our own little silo.
Yeah.
Bill went to the White House, right? And Bill said, you know what?
God.
So Donald was actually, I liked him. He was gracious. He was kind. Everything I thought I was going to hate wasn't there. Okay? He's a monster on the outside, but he's great on the inside, right?
And according to Bill Maher, that's the case. And if that is true, then that means one thing, that Donald Trump is the reverse Ellen DeGeneres. But, I like to talk to multiple people. I think it's challenging for the comedian, for me at least.
Yeah.
If I'm performing in a red state, then I go to a blue state. It's fun to be in these different like George Carlin talked about comedy. The job of the comedian is to find where the line is. And that's what I'm working on now. Yeah.
Well, the line, I mean, I think you're actively, where is
not
the
like
line?
the Hunter Biden Don Jr. line. I'm talking like the line, not like a white powdery line. I'm talking like the line of comedy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've got a request.
Oh boy, here we go.
Jeff
I thought it was about to say
Goldblum.
Epstein. I was very confused. Can you do Jeff Epstein? Not really. No. Can I do a Bianca Peters impression or Bianca Censori? Can I do Jeff
Goldblum?
Of course I can do Daddy Jeff Goldblum. Yes, of course. Well, what happens when I do Jeffrey Lynn Goldblum? Goldblum, of course. Yes, the daddiness overtakes me. Feel very sensual, very, very zesty. Yes. Wonderful reporter here. Very, very fun, very nice, of course. Yes, of course.
I'll give you a scenario.
I get very straight.
scenario.
Yes, of course.
You're
Scenario.
on a date.
Wonderful film, 1941 Scenario. Sorry, I don't know. Go ahead. Yes.
You're on a date in Central Park. Things aren't going so well. How do you salvage it, Jeff Goldblum?
Well, I like to maybe tickle her feet a little bit. Yes, of course. Massage her back. Serenade her with an old tune, perhaps a Cole Porter. You're the top, you're the Coliseum. I don't know.
Oh my God, so good.
That's Goldblum for you, yeah.
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 You know, you've got all these voices.
Yeah, I think you're looking at me like, what the hell is he doing right now?
No, I think I'm just so impressed. I'm just trying to figure out who really is Matt Friend and what's his
that's
real...
a good. Oh, here we go, therapist. Here we go.
Who is
Well, look,
Matt
if
Friend?
you'd like to know who I am, you can get tickets to my show, mattfriend.com, on the road, because this is a big subject. This is what I talk about. Can
Really?
Matt Friend really be himself?
Yeah.
Does he know who he is? Is he always doing an impression or a voice to escape the reality? No, Natasha. I know who I am. I don't need to be put in an insane asylum. I know who I am, and that comes out in my stand-up.
That's good.
Yeah.
You come from a loving childhood.
I do, actually, yeah.
Okay, great.
Do you?
Loving family. I do.
Fantastic.
Yes, yeah.
Fantastic. I do, because in comedy, it's rare. I mean, there's the idea of a tragic clown.
Right.
You got into comedy because something horrible happened to you, but that's not why I got into it.
Why did you get into it?
I loved making people laugh, and
Yeah.
since I was 4 years old, I just had that personality.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you
Had a
ever
photo
been
of Bill Cosby in my childhood room, and I said, "This is the goal."
This
Yeah.
is the gold
The
standard.
hell? My God.
Have you ever been in an audience where like you're
Not a good time to take a sip of
bombing,
my drink now after I
Take a
mentioned
sip.
Bill Cosby. Go ahead.
prelude free?
Prelude, yeah.
Tell me, like, is there a time like when you're in an audience, if you're bombing, like, has that ever happened to you?
Well, I was doing a show last week, and then this cruise ship hit the bridge next to where the venue was. No, I'm kidding. Okay, that's too soon. I have ever been at a show where the audience is bombing? Yeah, of course. I mean, of course, like stand-up shows, but I've put myself in these crazy environments. Like I hosted the NHL Awards, National Hockey League Award Show, which was a crazy room. It was in Vegas last year, and I'm at an interesting place in my career where I'm generating these opportunities, but I'm not Jimmy Fallon yet. So like my level is like, I'm still coming up. There's still a lot of people who don't know who I am. I almost just Elon'd there. And we'll come back to that later. And it's a reference to the salute that Elon gave speeches many months ago. Some said it wasn't a salute. I think it was a salute. But anyways, and then I was in this room, NHL Awards, and there's like, this is my impression of every player in that room reacting to one of my jokes. This is it. Ready? Here we go.
Over their heads.
No one was laughing. And I realized there's nothing like performing in a room full of brain-damaged, one-toothed Yugoslavian hockey players. That is a lot of fun. Putin's great-grandkids are sitting there. It's a lot of fun. But I like being in those rooms. Like Norm Macdonald is an amazing comedian who I'm sure this 30-year-old young woman is a huge fan of. And
You're younger than me.
It's true. I am.
26.
That's true. And cougar. And no, Jesus Christ. And no, but Norm was great at like being in rooms, and the audience was like he would know how to challenge them, and I love that.
Yeah, I think it's in those moments where it builds you up.
It does.
Right.
It does. But ideally, the audiences are laughing, like because my favorite kind of an environment is being in a room. Like when you were 10 years old in class and you weren't supposed to be laughing and you just uncontrollable laughter, that's what I hope to generate in my shows.
What is your goal?
Stomach hurting, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you mentioned like Fallon. Is that, I mean, would you want to host your show? Like what when you have a dream, what's your dream?
I mean, I have a lot of big goals, like definitely acting, but I mean, I think I want to be my generation's like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel. I want to be hosting, political, topical show, hosting the big award shows. That's what I want to do.
How do you incorporate TikTok and just, because that's when you talk about our generation, or Gen Z. Our generation.
Yeah, right.
I'm Gen Z,
you millennial
cusp.
How do I I don't think about how to incorporate it. It's just so natural. Like when I do a show like this, I'll think about what are the 30-second clips that can go viral. So I mean, my career has largely been built as a result of, I take advantage of all platforms and all mediums. But TikTok is just such a part of my generation and how I've come up as a comedian.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how...
Where I do an hour show and then we post content from that show on my pages.
Are there any impressions that you're working on now, like workshopping, that you could do for us?
Yeah, in terms of actors, let me think about like politically, because we're on Fox. I'm working on the JD. My meme on my peepaw would love it. We're not sitting on a couch, though, so I can't do the full experience. We have 2 chairs. Mike Johnson. Watching Mike Johnson is like looking at the Book of Mormon. You know,
right.
Donald Trump, he's doing a great job. I love him. Hello, my name is Elder Johnson. Yeah, he looks like he got a lot of ass in college, doesn't he? God. Mike, can you imagine sex with Mike Johnson? I mean, my God. I mean, that has got to be unbelievable. Huh?
I don't want to.
You can't imagine. Turn it off like a light switch. Just go click. But
you're so good at politicians. Do you tend to gravitate towards politicians?
No, I mean, like my first ones like that blew up on social media were mainly actors. I was doing like Rami Malek, like
yeah.
Rami always looks like he's holding in a little dark secret of yours. Just, it's so great to be here on Fox. You know, I actually played Freddie Mercury in a little film.
So that's one. I was doing Austin Butler. I met Austin at the Golden Globes.
That's a really good one.
Well, he has this thing. He played Elvis, and ever since he played Elvis, he still sounds like Elvis.
He does.
So I met him on the carpet, and I'm like,
he's like, hey, it's so great to meet you to this time, and big fan of all your comedy. And
like he wins the Golden Globe. He goes,
I want to thank my mom and my dad and Baz Luhrmann.
I'm like, dude, you're from Anaheim. I want him to start singing, if I can dream of a better land where all my brothers go hand in hand. And I'm like, dude, you are not really Elvis. Singers are fun. Huh?
Did you call him out on it?
No, but we made out after. No, what the hell? Jesus. It's not true. But no, he's great. The young actors are fun. Who else was I doing? I have a whole list on my phone here. I mean, John, I do again, these talk shows. I do athletes. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Is there a certain recipe for a perfect impression when you think of someone like, oh my God, that is someone who I've really got to?
It depends. I don't know. Sometimes there's just a voice that people recognize, or if it's deeper, that might help. I was doing Jennifer Coolidge.
Is it in the mouth configuration?
That can happen. Yeah. I was doing Jennifer Coolidge. I did it with her at the Golden Globes. We did it was 2 Jennifers after sipping on a cold drink, and we just went like this.
Oh. Oh, God. Oh, it tastes so good.
That's the entire bit. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just I'm floored. You're so good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'll be part of your hype crew before you go on. Let's go,
please.
Matt.
Absolutely.
Okay, you're going to Bangor, Maine.
Yes, I am.
Bangor, Maine.
I have I have
Maine
dates.
House.
I'm pulling up my dates here. I've got a bunch of dates. We've got Boston, New York tonight, Bangor, Maine, a lot of shows. So mattfriend.com. Very excited about it.
Okay, you're traveling a lot. What are you doing for downtime? How do you decompress from all this?
It's a good question. It's just what's happening right now. I'm just in the zone.
You're go.
I know. It's just this is the time to be hustling.
Yeah, it is the time to be hustling. Yeah. That's I
don't know. I love it. I'm excited about what's all about to come. But I just stated some pretty big goals earlier of headlining, Correspondence Dinner and hosting these shows, and you got to work like a maniac.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Nepo baby. Sadly,
there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Has that always been your work ethic, or is that something you've?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it was ingrained in me as a kid. Yeah.
How so?
Just, I mean, I think I just come from a family, very motivated and encouraged us to follow our dreams, and I got lucky to have just a great support system and those around me and also there wasn't a gap between finishing school and, do I have to do some other job while I'm figuring it out? Because I was able to instantly figure out how to make money as a result of TikTok and social media, which led to touring and all these things.
I think it's pretty incredible. And I think also just the fact that you've been able
to do it in
New York.
I'm really manspreading here, aren't I? Chris Cuomo, manspreading?
You can manspread here.
Jesus, breaking news. My package. Okay. Hey now, right, Robin? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Can you do Jeff Foxworthy?
Can you do Jeff Foxworthy, Connie? How about that? I don't know, Connie. I'm 26, and Jeff Foxworthy isn't exactly the one that kills in the clubs these days. Can I do Milton Berle next? Is that who you want? I don't know. I got to work on a
Owen
Jeff
Wilson.
I mean, wow. Let me pull up my list here, guys.
Yeah.
Let me pull up my list. I have my list. It says on my list, don't do RFK Jr. RFK Jr., the voice of health in America today. If you want to sound like RFK, just imagine you're squeezing out the biggest dump of your entire life. Okay. I do a micro Pete Davidson. He just goes, yeah. Okay.
Like a one-liner.
Yeah, dude, you're sick. Yeah. Who else could be fun?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Someone cuts
Patrick
you.
Warburton is fun. You know him, Patrick Warburton, like Joe from Family Guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great to be here today.
So good.
At Fox with Natasha talking about how to have fun in New York and hey Peter. That's that one, yeah.
Sounds good. Okay,
I'm sure the one who asked me to do Jeff Foxworthy knows who that is. Oh, this was fun. Kevin Spacey is at the Cannes Film Festival, and I wanted him to announce his return as Frank Underwood from House of Cards. Like,
yes.
Oh, come on. You didn't think I'd be gone forever, did you? Just because I diddled a couple of teenage boys back in the day does not mean that I would stay away from the limelight. This Natasha is so uncomfortable right now. Thinking this was not pre-approved. Either way, Spacey is happy to be back. And Claire, you look very sexy. Thank you very much. Okay, sorry. Anyways.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie was at Coachella. Like, imagine you're like a 12-year-old, you know, on edibles, just trying to watch Charlie XCX. That's a singer for your viewers. And you're just trying to get excited, and then loudly you just hear, "We are living in danger. There is an existential threat facing our..." Bernie always sounds like he's conducting a very tiny Jewish orchestra with his hands all the time. Yeah.
Your range is just like incredible.
Oh, thank you.
You're able to do
Thank
like
you.
a Jennifer Coolidge to
It is fun.
workshopping even more.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's totally crazy.
Owen Wilson, imagine you got cut off in line at Joe's Pizza. How would you handle that as Owen Wilson?
I would just say, you cut me off. Wow. That's it. It's micro.
Wow.
Why would you do that? I do. Nick Cage is fun. Like, I don't even know why I'm here speaking to you on this show. Who's even watching? You rein it in. You scream. I met Nick Cage, and all the comments were like, "Who's that young? Is that his assistant? This 23-year-old beautiful Asian woman?" And it's his wife, actually. Notice how I said 23-year-old Asian woman as Trump and not myself.
Yeah. So you can get away
somehow
with
it sounds better. Yeah.
Can you do Eric Adams?
Yeah. Well, not really. He's just like the thing about New York, New Yorkers, it's a great city. You can experience anything from going to a Yankee game to seeing planes crashing in the side of a building. It's an amazing city.
That's a near perfect
You know,
quote.
he actually said that.
So I'm saying
he's
like,
out
he
of his mind.
Said that.
He's out of his mind.
Yeah. That's a real quote.
Why doesn't he get like a hair transplant? Because he has so many miles on Turkish Airlines. I don't get it. He's bald. He could use that.
You've seen those videos of all those guys getting off like on
it's
the
ridiculous.
plane from Turkey.
Yeah, it's insane. Let me hear your Eric Adams.
I'm Mayor Adams. I'm Mr. New York.
It's not good.
That is unbelievable.
It's so
that
bad.
I swear to God.
I can do a good Donald Trump, I think.
Go ahead.
I mean,
Let's hear it. Let's see it.
Right. I'm telling Matt Friend.
Go ahead.
Matt Friend, you're so amazing. Oh my God.
Is it good?
Well, I would say it's
would
pretty
say-
good, actually. It's pretty good.
I'm working on my Cuomo now. Like, I don't know, Andrew Cuomo. Like, New Yorkers, we are living in a city that has been overcome and overrun by the extreme left. And the extreme right is causing many problems as well. I want to pinch a couple girls' butt cheeks right now. Just because I massage your shoulders without you asking me to does not mean it's a problem. When I was growing up in New York, I loved a free foot rub. and a back rub. New York, that's what this city is about. Coming together. If you know what I mean.
Were you here during the pandemic?
It's not terrible, is it?
It was good.
It's not great.
It's not great.
Oh, that's nice.
I think that you could probably massage that a bit.
Excuse me?
And
spoken like a true fox, right?
You can. Okay. I think you can massage that a little bit.
Now it makes it okay.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
That's I'm gonna do the Matt Friend thing.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got
Jim Gaffigan. You know him? He's family.
He's so
it's
funny.
so great to be here. I don't even understand what this show is. There's like a camera and like a person in the corner eating a Pop-Tart, but why are we even doing this?
Jim Gaffigan, if you want to sound like, you just have to like sound like you've been choked to death, run 5 miles, and then question everything around you with a childlike wonder.
Yeah.
He's like,
why do cicadas come every 17 years? What even is a Hot Pocket?
I don't know. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, thank you.
Someone said, bet you can't do Shakira.
It's time for Africa. She's kind of got that Luke Bryan, Kermit the Frog thing. Like, country girl, shake it for me now. Shake it for me. Come on, man. Luke Bryan, baby. Oh, yeah.
I saw your video with him.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was really good.
I was at this this party, and I was at this party. It was fun. Yeah, he's great.
What do you make of this Diddy trial?
I think
crazier and crazier.
I think it's weird, wild stuff. I think it's insane.
Yeah.
I think it's not a good situation.
No, not at all.
It's not good.
On
Bad
that
stuff.
note.
What do you think about it?
Look at this. This is the questions I get. Natasha, do Shakira.
Yeah, Natasha, do
feet.
it. Wait, Natasha, who is your? Do Shakira first. Natasha, that was unbelievable.
It's like Shakira getting hit by a car.
It was really good.
Duh.
It was really good.
Like, don't you get it?
I do get it.
God.
I do get it. It was excellent.
I'm working on some stuff, guys.
Excellent.
When this news thing doesn't work out.
No, Natasha, you're killing it.
Really?
You are.
I know you're busy. You got to get back on the road. It's 1:02.
Yes, it is.
We can talk forever.
You're such a great host. Thank you for having me on. My Instagram is @theMattFriend. Give it a follow. Get tickets at mattfriend.com. Let's hang out. And thank you for having me. It was so fun.
Thank you for coming on. You over the last year, you've blown up. You're so impressive,
Thank you.
I just love to see your career just grow and
Thank
take
you.
off. And I can't wait to see all the impressions you'll do.
Thank you. Hopefully I can impersonate myself, if you know what I mean.
You know, well, we'll find out.
We
Your
will.
1 hour stand-up special.
That's right.
TheMattFriend.com.
That's right.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Matt
See you later.
Friend. Thank you.